A wolf is attached to Kildrak's neck. Teeth digging in, it's dragging him around, he's going, ah! Blood's just squirting out of him. Kildrak, surprised by this, still has axe in hand though, as he tries to muscle this wolf off, waving his arms around. That's a 22 to hit this wolf, that's fantastic. He slashes outwards, pushing the wolf away from him. Axe comes between, slashes at the front of this wolf's chest, splitting in half. And he breathes like, turns around, his eyes are like pinpricks looking at you guys with the white stretched out in fear. He says, oh, fuck! As he looks into the trees, he looks to you all and says, there's fucking more of them there in the trees, quick, get them! You see where he points out these bastards that are waiting to ambush you. And as soon as he points them out, this blue wolf comes rattling over towards him, head down, yellow eyes just on him, leaps to the air to bite him, and now he's next to his friend. You see the two wolves' shoulders rise up in confidence that now they've stood together, they'll have more chance. Kildrak's holding his neck now like he's got his great axe in his right hand as his blood's just seeping out of it. He can't even put his axe between himself and this wolf as it just jumps straight onto him, knocks him down to the ground, bites into his neck and pulls all of his ligaments out, leaving just a hole, blood just billowing and spilling out onto the floor. His face goes white, his eyes are staring at you guys. Ravi, it's you.
Oh no, the outside wolves must have got inside. I'm going to move forward towards them, just kind of get in between everybody here. I would say everybody stand back to everyone behind me. I'll just say, you horrible beast, what do you think you're doing? I'm giving them safe passage. Ooh. Get away.
Okay, it makes its wisdom saving throw. How do you want to do this?
It clutches its chest like a cartoon character standing on its hind legs and goes and then drops to the floor.
Oh yeah, you cut him where it hurts in the heart, and in that heartbeat the blood just pours out further and this wolf dies at Ravi's word.
I'll just glare at the other one menacingly.
Nice.
With my arms out.
Well, you kill this wolf with a word, and then you look over at your horse, Barrel.
Hooves!
Hooves! Right. He's going to come barreling in. Barreling comes trotting over to this one here that's growling right in your face, Ravi. Barrel comes racing forth. He's a bit of an older horse, you know what I mean? He's a senior gentleman. But he comes clattering over. Yeah. And as he rears upwards, he just drops his hooves on this wolf, stomps down hard on it. The wolf yelps out in pain.
I reckon he'd just come stand back next to me and give them the same exact evil glare that I'm giving to them.
Nice. Right, he stands next to you. Friendly.
I'm going to turn back to the three women and say, stay behind the horse, you're going to be safe here. This will be done in no time. You'll be okay. Then I'm going to move 30 feet to the only one that I can reach. I'm going to whop my quarterstaff down on him for an 11.
You run over, you say all this fucking big talk, you run over there, and this wolf is like, as you're approaching it, it's like backing up slightly. As soon as you waft down with it, it pounces backwards into the bushes. You can just see its yellow eyes now trained on you.
As part of that move, I will bonus action martial arts attack for a 23.
Oh yeah, you just prod straight through.
As it moves out of the way of that, I'm just going to twist my body around to just kick it in the face.
Oh, nice. 7. Oh yeah, yelps then. Lucia.
Well, first things first, being at the back, she's going to whip her head around and start scanning behind us for any extra wolves.
Roll me a perception check, please.
20.
Nice. You know that pathway that's leading off to the right there? That leads to the gatehouse that you've just come through. Now, the gatehouse walls carry on till it hits that cliffside, and that's when you see more clearly now that row of impossibly large wolves that are all standing there, watching. That's when you catch a glimpse of the central wolf. You can't tell if it's looking directly at you or just the entire situation, but from its vantage point, it seems to be quite interested in what's happening here. That doesn't distract you, though, from then returning your gaze to the rest of the area, looking around everywhere on this pathway, through the trees, everywhere else, it seems that these are the only ones that are here in this moment.
Cool.
The ones that are on the cliffside are like a mile away.
Her eyes sort of glint as they narrow at the wolves really far away, but then she moves on to more pressing matters, and she's going to swiftly turn and just move to put her back against this tree here. Then she's going to reach back behind under, sort of tucked away under some of her robes, and reveal this one has a short bow.
Hey!
And she's going to try and take aim at Purple Wolf.
Purple Wolf is standing beside a very, very tall wooden lamp post, which it's like cracked and broken. It's not emitting any light whatsoever.
And she'll come forward a bit. Sorry, friendly. And then I'm going to try and aim over the dead wolves at the orange one instead.
Yeah, this orange one has been slowly creeping past this tree. Give us that shot.
Just an 8.
That's just an 8. As you're about to get into position to raise that short bow, you stand on a twig, it cracks, that orange wolf looks over at you, and then retreats back behind the tree again. Your arrow goes doof into the tree.
I'm going to use my remaining 5 feet to just sort of curve back round this tree.
Of course. The purple one doesn't notice you just yet. He's more bothered about Friendly, who's come running over and kicking his friend. He just comes bounding straight over to join him at his side. Gives that look of when a dog's got a look of concern, looks at his friend, nearly impulsively goes to lick his wound, but before looking at Friendly, growling, and he's going to try and bite you. That's 9 piercing damage.
Woof.
Yes, woof. Big fucking woofs indeed.
He's nearly dead. I suppose the colour would go out of his skin a little bit. He's trying not to look as if he's panicked at all.
Okay. Lady Arabella, you stand there next to Eylirae. You've got your sword out. Eylirae's got her scimitar out. Ravi seems to be sort of blocking you guys, as Friendly said. Ladies, please, wait behind this horse.
Arabella's going to be not bloody likely, I'm going to stay here. And then she's going to see Friendly get his ass handed to him, and then come down and try and attack the purple one.
What, have you got your long sword?
Yeah.
Wowzers. Okay. The fresh one that's just come to bite Friendly, you immediately just sidle in there, sword gleaming, just stabs straight through his fucking ribcage. Yeah, he squeals, full of blood now, he's growling at you. When you look at Friendly as well, you can see he's looking quite fucked up now. That is bleeding profusely from this bite. This orange wolf has obviously minded out of the way of Lucia, looks around, sees obviously this green wolf in pain, sees Friendly there, and he's going to try and bite her as well. That first one was a 9. The second's a 19 for 7.
Friendly falls down.
Yeah, he comes over. You're already looking at your bleeding bite wound on your arm. You're like, oh fuck. You're going woozy. And as you're going woozy, one just jumps up behind you, bites you in the neck, and just jumps onto your body and starts trying to rag you. Eylirae.
Okay. Right. She'd come running down this way, and she's gonna attempt to hit the one that's on Friendly right now with this. Damn it.
That 11, yeah, it's as its hunched neck and shoulders and back are over the top of Friendly, wiggling around as it's trying to bite him more. Your Starry Wisp just soof over the top of his fur and misses.
Right, well that's all she can do.
Obviously this big orange wolf is on top of Friendly, it's covering his body, you know what I mean? The green wolf's obviously gonna jump round to attack Arabella as she's right there in front. He's got advantage because he's right next to his friends. That's an 11. Yeah, it's teeth clanging off your armoured chainmail sleeves. Ravi, you've seen this guy just get immediately taken down by the wolves of Barovia. Very close to being immediately dead. You jump up on your horse. You leap through the undergrowth.
And then I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. He'd probably just do it at first level because he's still annoyed by him.
Alright then, okay. Cast it at first then, here we go. 9. Oh, that's very nice.
Sorry, Friendly.
So, Ravi, you do have to, you use barrel to sort of get up there, you slip down off him as well. This wolf is trying to tear him apart, and you're creeping over Steve Irwin style with your hand outstretched to just try and touch his body somehow. But as soon as you tag him, that magic comes out of your hands, and it's sickly red, sort of smoke in the air as well as it goes into his nostrils, and he breathes that in. All right, Barrel literally just turns around to face away, back leg kicks this fucking wolf. The wolf is no longer on Friendly's neck anymore. Yeah, the wolf's angry and looking at Barrel now. All these 3 wolves now are snapping. Any movement away here would provoke up.
I'd probably get Barrel to run around them.
Okay. So he goes onto the path behind, and he does a big neigh. Okay. Friendly. You feel like you've inhaled life itself. Your eyes have pinged up, and you've just seen a horse kick the wolf off you. You sit up to see all these 3 wolves staring. You and Lady
And me
Arabella.
holding your ankle.
Yeah. You are like prone on the ground. You wake up, you sat down, you're looking at these wolves all snapping at you. You come up to your feet.
What was the one that was on top of me?
Orange.
I will hit that one.
Oh, how do you want to do this? How do you want to do this?
I hit him in the head, and his head goes crack by.
Oh, yeah.
He's dead now.
You get up with that anger of this thing that were just on top of you. You just crack it right in the middle of its skull, and it just yelps and dies.
I just want to headbutt the purple one.
Oh, yeah. That hits. Oh, that's
Is it
nice.
dead?
No, it's not dead.
Can I crumple its snout?
Crumple its snout?
Yes.
Yeah, you headbutt its snout, so its snout peels back into a snarl.
It turns into a pug.
It turns into a pug. Yes. Right, Lucia.
Yeah, after that, I get the feeling I'm going to want to keep hold of my spells, so I'm going to do another short bow attack.
All right.
I'm going to shoot for green, because he's in line with me.
Nice.
So Connor, 15.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah, just... Everyone's still, like, in the thick of it, in the carnage. And then just, like, right neatly through it, everything, all the blood flying everywhere. Just a nice arrow just straight through between the eyes of this wolf. And, like, if anyone turns to look at her, she's just sort of like... like just so chill about it. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Curtsies a little bit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and that will be her turn. She's going to stay by the tree.
Okay.
Ravi gives a thumbs up.
Aw.
Nice. Well, this purple one has been growling at Lady Arabella, snapping at your sword. He's not going to hit you as he's snapping his little jaws around. Now it's you, the last wolf alive.
Yeah, just gonna get her smacked with the long sword, I think, hopefully.
How do you want to do this?
So as it's like snapping at her, she's gonna like shove the sword into its mouth and like hit through the head.
Oh god, it only goes and dies. You look around panting, what a sudden emergency, checking on people, etc. Friendly's obviously been very well healed by Ravi, and I think everyone else is okay, but Kildrak, his body cold, white, drained, eyes still pricked wide open, just staring off and up in the direction of that cliffside. Lucia, you lower that short bow, give that cheeky smile no one can see, and you glance your eyes back up there. And you see that the white one's still sitting there still, but the 6 others are like silhouettes just moving left, like cave drawings. The big white wolf joins the end of that pack, as all the rest of the 6 have gone past him, almost nonchalantly, not looking back.
Thought I told you two to stay back. What the fuck are you doing down here? And Fatlow the Good, you were trying to keep them back.
I think maybe you were the one who should have stayed back, to be honest. And then he walks over to Kildrak.
When you get over to Kildrak, what are you looking for?
Ravi just looks at him sadly for a moment because he was the one that he liked the most so far out of everyone. because he'd been funny and he'd like
Stuck up for him.
supported his decisions and stuff. And he's gonna kneel down and close his eyes gently and call Barrel over. And then he's gonna move Killdrack's body onto Barrel.
Can you make me a strength check, please? Well, whilst you're rolling that, Lady Arabella, you've just killed this final wolf. It's dropped dead in front of everyone. You three gals are standing there with Friendly.
So, you're going to say thank you, sir?
Well, now that I was back up again, I probably could have taken him, but no, you are right. Thank you. You had a good shot in there.
Thank you.
Yeah, Friendly, you can still feel your wounds closing up around your body as well, like feeling a bit more full of vigour. As you say thanks to Arabella, and over her shoulder you see Ravi just literally lift this fucking dwarf up onto his shoulder, hunky style.
With one hand.
and just drape him over the back of it.
Can I have a look at the wolves that we've killed and see if their pelts would be salvageable?
Yeah, give us a nature check. Or survival if you want to roll.
Survival is +1, so it would have been 16.
Yeah. Especially the one that Arabella's just killed. She's got it right in the throat. That's one you've punched in the head as well. Like, it's quite pristine. That one you could get a full pelt out of. And the others you could get a bit of leather out of.
Can I load them onto Barrel?
Killdrack's on the back. Like, Ravi's roping him onto that now. And the saddle is free.
That stops Ravi from riding him, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How encumbered would I be if I just carried the wolf on my shoulders?
It'd be about £100. But whilst I'm doing that, let's talk amongst yourselves, please.
That was really impressive, how you killed that wolf so efficiently.
Oh, thank you. And you with your bow and arrow was very skillful.
Oh, thank you. We do archery as a pastime in the abbey, but it's nothing like stabbing something.
Well, it's all stabbing something really in different ways. One close by, one from a distance.
Do you stab things, Eylirae?
Sometimes. It's not what I tend to try and do, but I think my magic doesn't seem to be working very well here.
Goodness, I've not tried mine. Do you think we've not walked that far? I mean, could it really be so different?
Maybe we're just tired. It's been a long day.
What are you guys talking about too different and that far? We're on the other side of a forest. Do you magic users really get that muddled up based on how many trees are around?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's unusual if that was the case.
If I'm not encumbered, I'm just going to fucking grab the wolf and shove it over my shoulders.
Cool. I'll put it in your
And
inventory.
just walk with it. Cool.
So, are you, okay?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Aye, I feel grand. Got a wee bite from one of them, but he didn't get the better of me.
You know, I don't think...
Ravi snorts at hearing that and then just carries on. sorting Barrel out.
I don't think you've actually told us your name. Not to me, anyway.
You know what? Leave it to the nun to finally have some manners. I've been walking with you for a while and none of you know my name. Yeah, I know all of yours.
My name's Lucia.
You never gave it.
You never asked. Anyway,
You
I'm
never
friendly,
told.
in name and in nature.
Friendly. No wonder the wolves liked you.
Haha, I get it. It's not the first time people have laughed.
It's cute. I like it.
They gave it to me for my birthday, when I was just a wee lad. So, the cuteness worked then.
Which
Something to
birthday?
live up to.
Exactly. It is something to live up to. I like that about it, to be honest. And that means that of all the friendly things that I could do, protecting such fair people as yourselves is obviously quite a priority. So, thank you for coming down and helping me. I'm man enough to admit that I needed it. But you saw how big they were biting. Why did you get so close to them?
Because I have a big old sword and a will to stab. But also you very much needed my help. You did look very weak there. Not going to lie.
I think we should keep walking.
Well, I think you did
Okay,
very
then.
well.
I think he'd like nod to himself after hearing it and then start walking.
This road is now leading you down into the sort of depths and valleys of Barovia, still lined with trees. It's like you're entering a denser forest that sits at the base of this hill that you started on the top of. So you're working your way down a hill into a thicker forest. When you've looked out beyond, obviously, to the town of Barovia, and above which, you know, looming over on the cliffside, that huge giant castle, that seems miles away. But as you're coming down, obviously, this forest that you're entering, it seems to be thicker than you'd expect. As the trees sort of like close around you, the lateness of day starts to make itself apparent as the foggy sky that was like grey and overcast starts to get darker and darker. Now, some of you can't see. Others may have like a greyish tint to their vision. Arabella, you, this night just envelops the whole forest. You can't see your hands in front of you.
Oh dear, I seem to have gone blind.
I think we should do a round of where everybody's from, because if you've never experienced nighttime before, you're from somewhere very confusing to me.
Well, I imagine this is different from nighttime, though.
It's definitely not natural. It's not naturally turned to night.
I can see, just not as clearly as before, I guess.
Eylirae, are you okay?
Oh yes, I can see, no problem.
Ravi, what about you?
I light my bullseye lantern
Nice.
and then just go, I'm fine.
The lantern holding tour guide in this forest. Obviously, it's very, very empty. Even like the crispest sound of a bird landing on a twig, you'll hear everything around. And it seems so very still that if there's wildlife around here, it's few and far between. Collectively, your bellies start to rumble, considering you left the food uneaten at the tavern. No one's actually had their evening meal today. And that's when you realise, like, yeah, you've just had this fight. And that's when your aches from the battle start to sink in a bit.
Lucia doesn't want to be the first to say she's hungry, so she's just going to keep sort of hanging at the back, and she's going to keep looking behind her just to keep that surveillance she had going before. But yeah, she's feeling it. She's just being stubborn about it.
Roll me a perception check, please.
11.
Nice. Your eyes getting accustomed to the dark. It's all grey. And you know, like how there's those videos of like cryptids in a forest that could just be a moth in the way of the camera. You've got that blurry black and white night vision where you're not quite sure if something's just like a drop of dew on a leaf shimmering or an eye looking at you.
I think that just makes her turn around more. Like, instead of just looking over her shoulder now, she like periodically does a full turn of her body and like scans the environment and then keeps walking, kind of thing.
So yeah, you're all crunching through this path. It just seems to keep going. Like, it's every step you take, then your tiredness is kicking in more and more. Barrel's starting to like stop and like pull its head back, and he's stopping, like tugging softly, like as if to be like, come here, Ravi, come here, stop, pulling his head back like that. And then like clomps around in a circle, looks around the place, does a little whinny. His legs are hurting now, he wants to like lie down or find some place to rest. When it comes to finding places to rest in Barovia, Ravi, you are not a stranger to this practice. When you look up at the sky, with the fact that you've lived here your whole life, this is not, it's not a night that it's going to rain. It's going to stay this weird, sickly, like I said before, sterile. You're breathing in cold, like it's a clean feeling, but it just feels very sterile and fake.
Would I know of a spot that I've possibly like used before to camp out at?
Roll me a history check to jog your memory. You recall that you abandoned a miniature like merchant's wagon around here somewhere, and it still had a couple of bits of glass bottles and bits and bats in the pantry inside of it. But you remember abandoning a cart around here. You sort of get your bearings, look around the place, and you definitely think it's off through the trees in the thickets that you dragged it through.
Okay. Is anybody else tired? I think it's time for a rest.
Friendly's going to turn around and approach Ravi and get to his face. You're from around here, right?
Mm-hmm.
You knew how far it was from the gates to wherever it is we're going. Yet you didn't tell any of us we'd be traipsing so far, open to wolf attacks, and then having to pitch our tents right in the middle of this place.
Well, I've camped here many times without a problem, and the wolves are a one-off. I don't know what was going on with that.
I just think it's a little bit strange that you tell us we're going to go and see the families of all the people out there, and know that we are not going to be able to do that in the same day.
Well, I'd still be doing that whether it would take 2 or 3 days.
Am I the only one that's seeing this as a little bit strange?
Friendly, may I ask, are you still holding the wolf up on your shoulder whilst you're saying this to him?
Yes.
Cool.
But I'm turning to the other 3 when I say, am I the only one?
Okay.
Yeah, this is getting a little bit intenser than I imagined.
Are you saying that you expect us to be travelling without provisions for potentially days? We didn't prepare for this trip at all.
Well, aren't you travellers? Shouldn't you be prepared anyway?
But we came in a hurry. You said there was an emergency.
Well, yeah, I suppose so. Well, I can show you somewhere we can rest for the night.
Somewhere we can be safe.
Yeah.
Somewhere where only you know how to get in and out of there.
It's close by. I've stayed there before.
You can see that he's really sincere. You'd also know that he didn't expect to come back to the wolves not being there, the emergency no longer being there.
And they would have heard me shout earlier at the wolves, what you're doing, we're supposed to have safe passage.
Yes.
So, where actually is our end goal?
We've talked about this before. I'm going to inform the families of the people that have fallen at the front.
Yeah, but where? Where are the families? What town are you taking us to?
Just up ahead, it's Barovia.
And how much further actually is it? We're definitely over halfway. I think this is getting diminishing returns if we turn back. I think we might as well just get to this town and see if we can get some help there.
But he's by my calculations, licks his finger, puts it in the air, looks at the sky, kicks the road a bit. I'd say about 3 miles.
Wow, you really know these roads.
I've been here a long time. Well, my concern now is getting my horse some rest and some water, and I need a rest as well. I know somewhere that we can stay. If you guys want to come along, it'd be a lot safer than travelling now when we're all this tired.
Why were the wolves supposed to give us safe passage? Why were they supposed to know to do that?
Because people generally do have safe passage through here.
But they're wolves.
Yeah, they probably didn't know what I was saying. I was just angry.
Have you ever spoken to wolves before?
I speak to all animals. I speak to myself. I speak to... Don't you do that? I spend a lot of time on my own.
The difference with me is the animals don't tend to talk back to me. Do they talk back to you?
No. Though I sometimes feel like I can tell what Barrel's saying.
I'm more concerned about this supposed to. It's an established thing. They were supposed to know you were bringing us.
Well, no, it's just the supposed thing. People have safe passage through. It's supposed to be the normal thing that happens.
What are these people? The people at the front gates didn't have safe passage fucking anywhere.
Well, they were outside. We're inside.
Where were they running from? Here or to here?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
I'm going to insight check that because I think you do know.
Okay.
5.
At that 5, Friendly, and how Lucia's been sort of talking to him and everything, you get the impression that he don't know. He don't know what he's doing here or what's going on. He just is from here. Maybe he's caught up in something that he don't know about, you know what I mean?
Lucia sort of turns her head to look at Friendly, and with the eyebrow that's facing away from Ravi sort of cocks it like, yeah. Like we're both like on the same page here, you know, that kind of.
Yeah.
And then she says, "Well, like I said, I think there's not much point just turning back now because we've come as far as we've got to go. So I guess we might as well just see it through, get some food."
Do you want to lead us to your safe place?
Oh, okay, yes, great. Right, come on, this way.
Yes. So this is you now literally turning heel and taking Beryl by the reins and start leading him gently through the overgrowth that surrounds this path. Again, very, very tightly packed trees, but sometimes open up to a little bit of not a little meadow, but like a very small version of that, little pockets of areas. Almost like little plots for camping, you know what I mean? But intentionally around. You check each one. It's like little dens, you know, of space carved out until you find the sort of dried mud that's kicked up as big wagon wheels have been trailed through it. This trail you find leads to that little merchant's wagon caravan that I mentioned earlier, you know, with the two wooden prongs up front that you'd attach barrel to normally. And it's sort of like been pulled up. One of its wheels is rolled up onto like a big tuft of grass, so it's at an angle. And these really rotten trees, branches crying downwards to cover it like it's caged behind. And when you move these branches out of the way, they just crumble instantly like ash, falling all around to reveal this little merchant's caravan. It's like a tall garden shed on two wheels with the two prongs that you'd attach a horse to. Also, there's things that you could attach to the sides of it and the window and stuff like pots and pans you might have had, like old stuff that you didn't mind just discarding on your other many adventures in Barovia as a young man.
Okay, here we are. We can set up camp. I'd instantly just go into the thing and just start rooting around to find stuff that they can use.
Okay, when you open when you open that door, please can you make me a dexterity saving throw? 16. You're only going to take half of this. 3 fire damage, as when you go to open the door of this wagon, you pop a little trap that you forgot that you set there, right? And poof, it just like blows up in your face and like scalds your black luscious fringe, curls and crisps up a little as it just paps right in your face. The door just swings open on its hinge and batters against the wood as it's burst open.
Pat out all the flame on my head. I go, what the? Oh yeah. Don't mind that. That was me. That was my fault. Carry on. And I check around for any more traps I might have left.
All right, roll me an investigation check, please. 8. You guys, the rest of you, like Cameron moves to outside that wagon. Lucia, Eylirae, Lady Arabella, friendly, holding that wolf. Barrel's just sort of like clopping around, trying to find a place to lay down under a tree. You see Ravi's face just get exploded a little bit, and then he just goes into the wagon, and you can hear him just sort of like rustling around in there. You four are outside.
I'll just be staring straight forward at where Ravi just was. My mouth slightly agape before saying, "He's an idiot." I don't know, because I don't think he can be some mastermind piping us down to our deaths if he just fireballed his own face. Is this performance? Is this trying to make me trust him? You guys don't trust him, right?
Lucia's gonna walk around like the back of the caravan and stuff and look under it and things. Just you know, slowly, chill.
Okay, roll me an investigation check. As, yes, Ravi, you would find in there...
2. Distracted by friendly.
Well, you'd be distracted by yet another pop, as Ravi makes me a dexterity saving throw, please. From within this carriage comes another little explosion. This one actually startles you, Lucia, as you're walking past the window. The glass in the window all like cracks at the force from this explosion. That's an 8. You're taking a full 7 fire damage as you've opened a little chest that you've got in there. the firework went off in your face. You've got another 7 damage, but you do see in this chest a bunch of like balled up, dusty hammocks. So some like boxes of biscuits, and like when I say biscuits, it's literally like hard tack, like shortbread style squares of rations and stuff like that, like packs. You've got some little salves and ointments and things that are like in your horse care box. When you open those, though, you can see that they've been like, you know, when you use a lot of cream out of a jar and there's just a little bit of streaks left in there, like the rest of the butter. You see like a shaving kit and just some other bits and bats that like the blade's rusted and stuff. It's just crap that you could leave behind. That's pretty much all you find here. Yeah, and Lucia, your attention's just completely just, ugh.
Yeah, she like screams. Not like a squeal and like covers her mouth immediately and presses her back against whatever tree's behind her immediately, just like, you know, like one motion, like, oh my god.
Yeah, as it's happened, you'll have heard me go, ah! And then straight after, woo!
Woo!
And then like I come out, I kick the door open with my foot, and I come out carrying these bundles of hammocks, and there's like smoke coming from my hair, and there's just like stuck across my face. But I've got a big grin on my face, like going, I've got some stuff.
In response to Friendly, I don't really think we've got much option but to trust him right now.
Yeah, and that's what's paining me. I mean, either he's as charming as he's trying to make out, but he's an idiot, or he's a mastermind leading us to death. And I don't know what one's more dangerous around here. He's going to plop the wolf off of his shoulders. I think, I'm saying it to everyone, I think if we're going to stay here for the night, I think we're going to need a fire. And like a man that hears the call of nature and immediately tries to do the manliest thing, which is start a fire. He's just going to have that look of assuredness on his face of like, yes, I must do the fire now. I'll look to Eylirae. Are you good at finding firewood?
I am, yes. She'll
Right.
start doing that, looking around. And
I'll go with her. Ravi, make sure that you take care of everyone till I'm back. I'll say that as you've just brought out all of the stuff, so it kind of makes a bit of sense to leave you in charge of that. It might not be it is, but it might not be misogynistic.
Ravi's like, what? Ravi's like holding all these things, like, what do you think I'm doing?
Yeah, Friendly and Eylirae will go off, and okay.
As you come out of this little like plotted clearing area, you're looking for twigs and stuff. Like, I imagine that obviously this space is, you know, like a wide open space. How far into the woods are you going to walk?
I don't feel that we would have to go that far.
Yeah, sure.
Or that we would willingly go that far.
Right, so you just stand around the edges where the trees are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to the edge of this plot. Please make me nature checks.
God's sake.
It's a 6 altogether. It doesn't really make much difference.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, well, as you both walk into this tree edge with this intention to look around for sticks and things, I guess you'd be having a conversation that would distract you from looking around.
See, I've noticed something with everyone. I'm glad that you guys kind of went against what I said and helped me out back there, but I think people need to understand that fighting's not a pastime, it's a discipline, right? The nun was saying about how we used to have archery on our free time. Have you ever thought of archery as a free time activity?
No, probably not, no.
With that.
I mean, it's a discipline. I imagine you'd have to really dedicate yourself to something like that, and typically hobbies are things that you'd do for fun in spare time, right? So, yeah, that was a strange thing to say.
Don't get me wrong, like, fighting is fun. I've done it in my spare time as well. But, I don't know, magic people, man. And I don't mean that with any disrespect, because I think you yourself said that you cast magic, yeah?
Yes, a little.
There's something about you guys, like, you're good with your one things. As soon as it comes to fighting, I'm trying to be as nice as I can, you don't know much.
Well,
think
you've not seen much yet, to be fair.
I just think with you lot casting, it's better for you to cast behind, where there's nobody trying to gnash at you. I'd hate for something to happen to you.
Well, it's very sweet that you're feeling very protective of us all already, but you don't have to take on the role of protector of us all, right? I'm pretty sure we can all take care of ourselves. And, not to rub salt in the wound, but you were the only one that went down before.
I was the one that went down because I was the one that put myself in the position that could go down. If I hadn't walked forward to meet them to their face, they would have ran at us. And who are they going to pick off first? Probably not Ravi. He talks to them. Probably not me. I put myself forward because that was the right thing to do.
What do you mean?
And as I said,
not you. Why do you think they'd have gone for us first?
Wolves tend to pick off the ones that they think they could pick off fastest first. Reduce the numbers. So they see a bunch of people, maybe they don't look at them and go, aye, they're casters, but they'd see the three of you, and I just think it's in a wolf's nature, a coward's nature, mind. I think it's in a wolf's nature to go for you first.
Oh, because we're casters, right? Okay. I thought you were implying something else for a second.
Yeah. But I didn't want that to happen, so that's why I went forward. And as I say, I'm glad that yous all came forward too. But there's just something rubbing me the wrong way about it. And I'd hate for it to happen tomorrow and yous wouldn't get as many lucky shots, or some things wouldn't go our way.
Yeah, I understand. I understand what you're saying, but yeah, it's important to bear in mind that you did run forward to, nobly try and take the hits, but you went down, and like you say, we need everybody. We need everybody here, surely. You can't be the only one in danger. But it's great that you want to. That's nice.
Do you mean to make me feel like young when you're saying stuff like that?
It makes you feel youthful when I compliment you.
That's not what I said, but okay. So, right, what kind of magic do you do then?
Well, as you two are having this conversation, Lady Arabella, obviously Ravi's come out with the handfuls of stuff. Lucia, you're there too, over there, and them two have literally said, we're going to go off and get some firewood. They've gone to the edge of this place and they've just started chatting. It's like they've just forgot what they're doing and they're just having a natter.
I think before this, Lucia would have been helping Ravi, get each end of the bedroll and, shake it and get all the dust out and shit. Until, they noticed these two.
Yeah, you're doing the work, you and Ravi, laying out the stuff, putting them around, under sheltered bits of trees. Arabella, are you helping?
Yeah.
What I'll do then is I'll have you and Lucia, please roll me a survival check as you three all sort of work together.
13.
Or 18, Lady Arabella, oh my god, you have changed a mattress. Oh wow, right? even though you're noble, and a 20 from Ravi, you're just whipping down the sheets, like militant about it.
As I've been doing that, can I have been picking up bits of firewood at the same time with that 20?
Well, with that 20, Arabella's getting down to this militant, setting up the beds. Obviously, you would have informed everyone it's not going to rain tonight, so you'd be, just putting them out. You're going to be sleeping outdoors tonight. Mm-hmm. Some people can sleep in your thing, but I guess only 1 or 2 people would be able to put something in the shed. And Ravi, they've got that down, so you're yeah, whatever, I'll have a look around the outskirts. You do find, and you know what to look for too, a good clump of wood, good amount of good dry, hollow sounding wood. And
I'm just gonna look over and be didn't he say he was going to get firewood? How long would we need to wait for that to happen, do you think?
Can they hear that?
I'm directing it at both of you. Asking them a question. Not to Friendly and Eylirae, but to the other two. Yeah, I'd wandered back over and I'd said it to these two. How long do you think we have to wait? And I'm just holding the clump of firewood in my hands.
I suppose we could always get started, can't we?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And I'll let that group success for your survival to set up camp. And then we go over to Friendly asking that question. So what kind of magic do you do?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that, Nothing too special.
So nothing that's going to help us through the night, in case anything does go wrong?
Well, I think most of my skills lie in things that would be helpful for, camping out and things, but I don't do a lot of attack spells, I guess. I don't really tend to be in many fights, to be honest.
And that's good. You should avoid fights at every chance if you can.
Why?
Fights can be quite difficult to win, depending on who you're fighting.
This fire blooms to life and light spills around in a 30-foot radius, covering this whole camp plot area.
Can you see the stars above us, or is it all covered by trees?
Mainly trees, and through it's just the fog that travels along, just like clouds that are in constant static, not static movement, but dragging them across the sky. Black behind, clouds drifting, still. They're not moving and shaping or anything. It's just seems fake.
I'll look up and say, maybe your maps will help us when we're out of the bastard trees. And then walk towards Ravi and the other two.
You two walk back to a really professionally done camp.
So I'm guessing you've kept hold of the wolf for a reason. Is that our eats for the evening?
Can't say I've ever really eaten wolf before, but all I've got is solid biscuits. So if anyone wants any meat, there should be enough wolf to go around.
Ravi, you know that wolf steak is a very normal food. That's almost saying you've never eaten chicken before.
None of you have had wolf before?
I don't think so.
No, I've never had it. What's it like?
Delicious. Oh, definitely. We should share it. Let's not let it go to waste.
Does anybody have a sharp knife and a knack for butchering animals?
I thought that's why you got it. Because you could.
Well, I'd need to borrow a knife, but yeah, I could slice it up.
Ravi, you didn't bring everything out of that carriage, but you know that there's some tools and shit in there that'll help.
Yeah, there's lots of cooking materials and stuff inside if you want to go and have a look.
Is there anything in there that's going to explode in my face?
I think I've found them all.
Oh, well, you've gone and convinced me.
Okay, should I just go get them for you?
I can go and have a look. I'll go and have a look. Yeah.
You leave the group to go up into the back of this wagon. You're going through the door. Give us an investigation check.
10.
Okay. Yeah, you're looking around. You find little bits and bats, pans and knives and stuff that you need. All quite blunt and rusty and not much else.
I'll take out the knives that I'll need to use. Are you sure this is all you have? This is looking a little bit shitey, you know. I don't want to affect the taste of the very good meat.
Well, I'm not going to leave the good stuff behind.
That is a fairest point as you've ever made. I'm going to go down to the wolf and try and... I want to protect the pelt, so I'll have to probably de-pelt it first.
Yes.
Then start cutting the meat.
Take the skin off, but you won't be able to start sitting and cleaning the skin if you want to start preparing the meat of it first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that'd be make everyone waiting much longer.
Well, I'll save the skin, but I won't prep it or anything. I'll just start doing the meat from there.
Yeah, give me a general survival, a survival check, and I say generally for this entire process.
9.
Oh, goodness. Ladies, Ravi, you watch as Friendly is just really heavy-handedly tearing this wolf's skin off, doing it too much. If he can't get his knife through a little bit of it, he's just hacking at it to pull it across, but also having this unaware look to him.
I feel like Eylirae might try to jump in and be like, okay, just calm down and try and help.
Mm-hmm. Well, Friendly, do you accept this help?
I guess so, yeah. Have you prepped meats before?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Oh, so this is one of your jobs that you've had?
No, not a job. Just something I learnt to do. Let me try.
Okay. I'll give the knife to her.
Eylirae, let's have that survival check. Oh, nice. That paring knife just slides under the skin and like butter smooths. It like catches and snags on a few different things, you know, like round the arms, and you're trying to preserve as much of like the full length of its arms and paws and stuff like that. When it gets to the fiddly bits, like the actual toes of it, when you try and split them open to create a nice, like pristine pelt, you kind of like cut some of the like toes of the paws off and stuff, so it's not perfect. But the majority of the actual full hide of it is intact. As you just pull it straight off, the tail last as it slocks off, and you look down at this like muscled skull of a wolf. You know, like its eye sockets visible with the meat all around it. It's like pig-like body, but you've took that skin off just fine.
Nice.
You can now carry that 15 into taking over, like splitting it into like chunks of meat and stuff like that, and sorting out the body.
Okay, yeah, she'd do that. She'd pass the pelt to Friendly and just carry on busying herself with that.
I want to look for like a shovel or a spade, something, a diggy dig tool.
Okay. In your wagon, you run in there straight away. You spot it propped up in the corner, and you run over to grab it. And as you do, you bang your knee on a little cupboard that sticks out, and the drawer like slides open as obviously it's on a tilt, and a bit of paper just falls out, like crumpled paper with like a pencil drawing on it.
Okay, I'll have a look at it.
I'll tell you privately what you see.
I'd like to step into the caravan.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're following after Ravi. Ravi, are you going to try and hide this drawing?
He's not going to be like hiding it, like, oh no.
Okay.
Scrumpling it up. He's just going to be smiling at it and then like turn to look as she comes in and like gently hold it and slide it carefully into one of his pockets.
And you do that whilst holding the shovel you've also found?
I just thought while they're doing that, we could start to go about burying Kildrak.
Oh, of course. Yes. I was coming in to ask a favour. It seems a bit foolish now.
Go ahead.
Well, I was hoping I could sleep in here, in the caravan tonight. The thing is, I have to wear my... she like gestures to her mouthpiece and headdress. And if I could just not worry about it falling off in my sleep and, you know, the others seeing.
Oh, of course, yeah. Everyone needs a bit of privacy sometimes. That's fine. I was planning on sleeping out there anyway, so you're welcome to.
Her eyes crinkle, like she's smiling really widely. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And
Ravi starts like quickly trying to tidy up a little bit to make space and make it like decent for it to stay in there, like kicking pots underneath shelves and things like that, just trying to make it a bit more presentable.
Lucia will try to help, but she doesn't know where anything goes, so she kind of is just picking stuff up and putting it back down again in a different place. Yeah,
you hang up that hammock. Yeah, so that bedroom's been prepared for you in there. Arabella, Ravi and Lucia went in there, so it's just you, Friendly, and Eylirae. Eylirae is just getting down to really, like, you know, like her hair's all tied up out of the way. She's got this paring knife that's, like, curved as well because it's like a scimitar, so she's, like, really adept at the curve of the cut, really saving a lot of the good parts and everything. There is, like, a discard pile of, like, bones and all the rest of the, like, wiry shit that nobody likes, but basically all that good meat, when you've like portioned it all up, you can see that not only can you feed everybody a hefty amount of wolf steak tonight, but you can also save enough for another full meal for a full party left over.
I imagine she would probably look around very briefly in the clearing and just see if there's anything that could be like added, you know, like for flavouring or something like that.
Yeah, give us that nature check. Okay. Well, you're looking around this, you have to get up and have like a good, like, little scout. And you're looking around at this, like, grey, muddy floor. Obviously, you've got your dark vision on, so... Oh, and the light, actually, yeah, the light from the campfire also lights a little bit. So for any colour that might pop, you know, as you look in this dark, dank, wet, rotten forest. A lot of the trees are ashy, crumbly, like dying or dead. There's like a few suspicious looking mushrooms growing up the sides of some trees, and that weird fungus, like bubbly frog spawn looking yellow shit dangles off the side of trees. But with that 16, you recognise that everything here is like laced with that rich, poisonous, bitter feeling about them.
Yep.
You know not to trust any ingredients that you find growing in this area.
Okay. So she'd go back to the food that's prepared and start dishing it out and say, I'd normally try and spruce it up with some herbs and spices, but I wouldn't touch any of the things growing around here, I don't think. None of it looks very trustworthy. And she'd pack up the rest of the food.
Nice.
That's okay. Flavour is probably sinful or something anyway.
When you're packing up the rest of that food, is there anything in your inventory that you could actually wrap the meat in or anything like that?
Well, she's got a mess kit. It says the box clamps together on one side can be used as a cooking pan, so it could all fit in that.
Cool. Put it all in this pot, clamp the lid down, and you can put that back in your backpack, right? Ravi goes off with shovel, starts digging thole. Yeah, go on, give us a cheeky survival. You thrust that spade into the ground, and immediately the vibrations of force just run up your wrist as if you've been punched, as it's dug straight into hard rock under the ground. So you mill around stabbing at the ground trying to find a good place for it.
Yeah, that's when I remember as well that I'm still injured from the explosions.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
I'll give myself a cure wounds at 2nd level because I like myself.
Hey. That's just 12 for you. Takes you a bit of time to find a good spot, but it's right behind friendly. Like, you dig into the ground.
What are you digging for there, mate?
Well, this is for Kildrak. He needs a place to rest.
We're just going to bury him here in the middle of nowhere.
Do you have another suggestion?
I don't know, I thought maybe we'd hand him in to the authorities when we get to Barovia, was it?
Yeah, I don't think they'll really do anything about it.
I mean, I suppose he was nothing to this town. He didn't even make it to it, so
yeah,
I kind of get it.
It's much more respectful for us to do this for him now.
Aye, I'll go get him then. I'll stand up and I'll go and get Kildrak, but I'm gonna plop him down on the floor. I'm guessing is he still on Barrel, or would he have been taken off by now?
It'll be just placed on ground next to where Barrel is.
I'm going to go over and I'm going to ransack Kildrak.
First of all, he's got chainmail on.
Boof, that comes off.
Yep.
I'm going to lay that on the ground next to him.
He's got his own little backpack, all that sort of stuff. Great.
Does he have anything of interest to give to anyone? Because what I'm going to do
gold.
is... Oof.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to line up all of his stuff like there's a little Kildrak car boot sale going on. I put it all on the blanket. It's all £1. And I'm just going to see if anybody wants anything from him. Yeah. If he's being buried here in the middle of nowhere, nobody else is going to need his stuff. Least of all him. So if anybody can use any of what he's got, might as well.
I think I'd want the caltrops.
Out of all the little piddly bits of stuff that he has, the thing that stands out is the healer's kit, and obviously his weaponry, great axe. Right.
If nobody takes things, I will take them just to sell them later. But this is just me offering it to anybody who wants the stuff.
Can Arabella have the healer's kit?
Yeah, sure. Arabella, you pick up that healer's kit.
At least she didn't take anything. She didn't even move from the fire.
So friendly. You've laid him out. People have grabbed what they needed to. And it's going to be fucking ages by the time Ravi's dug that hole.
I'm gonna get Kildrak's half-eaten biscuits and put them with him before I bury him.
Okay. Lucia, obviously, you're going to go into his wagon.
Yeah.
And everyone else sort of lies around on those little bedrolls and hammocks and things that have been nicely arranged. Every other second, you just hear because Ravi's digging this hole, and he has to do it for a long time, and you guys are all gonna snooze off until obviously Ravi, you finish doing what you're doing. Pat that mud, wipe your sweat off your brow, and go to sleep yourself. You all have another quite sickly dream. Not as intense as the first one that you had. Lucia, you've got into this hammock. It's like gently swaying, as obviously it's a quite unsteady building. It's like swaying, there's a little bit of wind coming. And literally midway through the night, you jolt awake as if your legs are being pulled really hard.
She like fully looks around the caravan, gets up, looks to see if anyone in the camp outside is awake, kind of thing.
Yeah, this is the middle of everyone's rest. It's only Eylirae that trances.
She basically sits cross-legged, eyes closed, with her hands resting, palms up on her legs.
As Lucia looks out the window, your eyes, you're coming out of that trance, your eyes just sort of flutter open, taking this area again. And you see Lucia's silhouette at the window and her amber eyes sort of glittering.
I think she'd stand up and walk to a spot where Lucia would be able to see her and just like hold up her hand just to be like, are you okay?
Yeah, Lucia's still like, her eyes are darting around as she's adjusting her headgear, and she just says like, I think something, it felt like something tugs my leg. Maybe I'm just paranoid, but...
You think something's in there with you?
I don't know, it felt real.
I think Eylirae would walk over to the caravan and open the door and see if she can see anything.
Okay, give me a perception check. Ooh, okay. You look in, you superior dark vision scanning the interior of this caravan. The campfire has sort of long dwindled. It's only embers really that would light red around the actual campfire area, but when you're looking in here, there's nothing. But you give it like a good scan. And even if you walk into the room a little bit, just to get a closer look at everything, you can be absolutely certain that there's nothing in here whatsoever.
Okay, well, I don't see anything, but if it helps, I'm quite happy to just sit at the end of your bed here, just in case it happens again.
No, thank you. I couldn't take this off otherwise. I guess I'm just not used to travelling that much yet.
Yeah, that's fair. It does take some getting used to. Well, I'll wait outside and just shout if anything else happens, I guess.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Probably just go back to where she was sitting, but I think she'd have probably tranced enough by now, so she'd be like awake and alert.
Yes, that's
and looking around.
Right, yes. As you look around at these sleeping, people who have to sleep, people who get to dream too. And yeah, Eylirae, you're fully rested.
She'd normally, when she is like resting, be looking over her star charts and looking up and seeing if anything's changed, but she's looking up and it's not the same sky that she's used to.
Yeah, it's eerily quiet. You occasionally hear a rustle of bird coming to settle on a tree or something like a mouse running. And it's a very long, silent night until that darkness that had enveloped before just starts to lift. It's still grey out there, up in the sky. That cold morning starting to hit as everyone who's been asleep stirs their rested bones. Even still, that like feeling of being stuck in one place for a very long time, that ache of being outside in the cold. And you all wake up. Still a bit of smoke haze in the air from the extinguished campfire. The wolf pelt by the campfire side.
Lucia gets ready in the caravan, obviously, so she comes out already not groggy. When you get dressed, you're like, oh, okay, I'm awake now.
Yeah.
So she's kind of ready, and yeah, she's not groggy at all as she like sort of hops down the stairs of the caravan.
Nice.
Good morning.
With that jovial nature too?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. No one else has like changed their clothes or anything, have they? Like you've slept in your armour and...
Mm-hmm.
Right, cool. So you guys are all in the same clothes that you slept in?
Yeah, I just had robes on.
Nice. You can almost see clearer through this area, like the way to join the road again. Like it's almost like you thought you'd gone deeper into the woods than you had, but no, there's the road again. Just over there. I can't believe how close we were this whole time, sort of vibe.
Ravi's just sorting Barrel out, making sure he's been rested and getting his equipment back on him and stuff.
When you open his like little pouches and stuff, the food that you would use to feed him with, like little carrots and stuff like that, that's soggy when you open it. And you see when you look in, they've all gone black and wet, all the vegetables that were in there.
Would that be a normal thing that happens?
Yes, it is. It's a passing of time.
Yeah, he huffs at it and just starts scooping it out and cleaning out the pouches and stuff and dropping all the slop and grossness on the floor.
What is it you carry with you on a daily basis?
Oh, this was just his food. It's gone a bit bad, so I'm getting rid of it.
Gone a bit bad. Did you pack it like that? I think that's
No.
been bad for some time.
Oh, I wouldn't put it in there like that. Otherwise, I'd be leaving it in there, not dropping it on the floor.
I still don't know how much of an idiot he is, guys.
Well, I don't think he's that much of an idiot to pack rotten fruit. So I don't know.
Well, then how did it get in there?
I don't know. Well, I imagine it was normal fruit that's just gone bad. We don't know how long it's been in there.
Eylirae's gonna pull out the mess kit with the food that she left in there yesterday and see what state that's in.
Yeah, you open it up, and it's given a warm ham sandwich that's left to the next day, but you could still eat it safely. It'd just taste a bit weird.
Okay, well she'll pack it back away for now.
I think Arabella will start packing up all the beds and stuff, so you can crack on with our way.
Yeah, Friendly does gather his stuff as well. So are you going to show us this town then?
Yep, that's the next step.
You gather all your belongings, you continue on down this path. Arabella, are you talking to anybody?
No, I don't think she will be. She's not a morning person. She's just meh.
Is she giving
Get stuff
moody?
together.
I can imagine
She's giving moody, and she doesn't want to have a fight.
Oh.
I can imagine Ravi's trying to spark up a conversation with her, but because she's it's one word answers and nothing else. I'd have been given compliments for fighting the wolves the day before, being oh, you can really handle yourself. I was really impressed, that sort of thing. But he's getting no response, so he's just kind of okay. Backs away again and tries with someone else. Probably Eylirae, because he might have seen her with her charts and things and been curious about it, so he'd probably ask about that. That was a lot of stuff you were looking at this morning. Do you like reading?
Yes, I do. I'm quite a big reader. It's one of my favourite things to do, I guess. Just learning more information. But I was looking at my star charts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, stars, don't see a lot of them around here.
Yeah, why is that? I've noticed.
Just tends to be a cloudy climate in these parts. I'm more of a moon guy myself.
Yeah, the moon's great too. Yeah.
Yeah, looks bigger. Looks a bit bigger than the stars.
Yeah, like a big star. Yeah.
As you're making this small talk, you're walking down the lane. That feeling of darkness surrounds you again, and it's way too quick for it to be night again. It feels like the morning still. And on your right, coming up, you see two lanterns dangling off these pillars with little stone steps going up, and you see the silhouettes of these two kids, taller, lankier one and a shorter, stubbier one, and the shorter, stubbier one holding a teddy bear whose legs dangle and flop around as he's bouncing down these stairs, tiddling his legs ah, and then this one's running down the stairs going, "No, Thorn, come back, we have to look after Walter," and grabs him by the scruff of his neck and pulls him back a bit, and he's screaming his eyes out, tears streaming down his face, snot coming out of his nose as you guys get closer and that silhouette becomes more clear. This little chubby-faced boy, about 4 or 5 years old, as she's grabbing him, he's saying, "No, but there's a monster! A monster! I can hear him growling!" Rosie's "It's all right, we just have to pretend it's not there. Come on, we need to find Walter. He can't look after himself on his own." Thorn's just wailing, trying to grab onto the sides of these pillars that hold the lanterns, and she's trying to pull him. It gets to a point where he's just ah!
Oh, we all just stood in a line like that in front of it.
Well, put yourself wherever you'd be.
Lucia's been at the back. That's why I've sort of moved her. She stayed doing her paranoid shtick.
Should we go and help whoever these people are? I'm kind of asking Ravi.
Yeah, I think so. Would Ravi know who these people are?
No, you
Okay.
would not. You actually also wouldn't recognise this area. And as he's clutching onto that wall, he sees you guys approaching as a group, and he's screaming as she's trying to grab him and put her hands on his face and mouth and be "Stop it, Thorn, stop it!"
You sure that this isn't no trap that anyone uses around these parts?
Honestly, no idea. But if it is, that kid's a great actor.
Friendly's gonna run forward. What are you doing to him?
Literally, he's "Ah!" He sees you running forward, with concern. He reaches his hand out towards you, and he says, "Mister, help! She's trying to pull my legs off!"
Alright, calm down, both of you. What are you doing?
There's no calming down as Rose is like tugging his legs, and she's like, her hair's like in her face, like she's sweating and stuff. She's like huffing. She's about 11, and she's like, Mister, just grab him for me, please.
What are you trying to get him to do?
To calm down. And he wriggles and kicks her in the face. Ah!
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and try and like hold him in place, but like nicely.
He's literally like, ah! And you're gonna do me a grapple check.
With a 4-year-old.
They're wriggly little bastards.
23.
I hope you lose. Ah.
Oh yeah, your entire hand.
I wanted you to be taken down by a 4-year-old.
Because he's holding on to the side of this pillar with both of his hands, like white knuckling this shit. With one hand, you could grab both of his arms and just pull him however you like. He's swaying around pendulously, but you've got him.
I like hold him in place and just be like, calm down, stop thrashing about. Why are you so scared?
He's so close to you with all of his snot all over his face, eyes streaming, red eyes, and he keeps like swirling around and reaching back towards the house, pointing, going, there's a monster in there, there's a monster in the basement.
Well, you're no in the basement.
And Rose says, Mister, you don't understand. There isn't really a monster in our basement, but Thorn's very scared. He's a scaredy cat. Thorn's like, no, I'm not. And he's like trying to punch her from where he is. But we have our baby brother to look after in there. He's on his own now.
Why are you two left to take care of an even younger child? I mean, you're a child yourself.
She looks like not understanding what you might mean, and she says, it's our responsibility to take care of each other, sir. When our mother and father aren't around, if nobody took that responsibility, then we could starve and die, or something bad might happen.
What if I could show you that there's no monster in the basement? Would you go back inside then?
Thorn's just like, there is a monster in the basement! Like proper full-blown, like kicking off sort of vibes. Like you've got him in your arms, in your hands, like holding him out, you know what I mean?
Ravi's just like, yeah, I've experienced this. Yeah, at this age, yeah, there's shadows under the bed. You've got to check the wardrobes before bedtime. Yeah, I know what's going on. Yeah, we'll check for you. We'll make sure there's no monster there. Will you be all right then?
Rose is trying to like grab Thorm out of Friendly's hands and be like, honestly, sir, it's fine. We just need to get back inside and look after. And she looks really distracted and like sort of trying to grab him.
Do I still have hold of him?
Yeah.
Well, no, I agree with Ravi actually, and I think it'll help you out. We can go into the basement, and if there are any monsters in there, we can clear them out. But we can't do that alone. I'm gonna try and lift him up and put him around my neck, you know, like little kids at concerts and stuff, on Dad's shoulders. I'm just gonna have him up on my shoulders. You're gonna come down to the basement with us, and you're gonna see with your own eyes how safe it is when we're there. Come on then.
At that, he literally screams. You've got his legs around your neck, you know what I mean? Like he's sat on top of your shoulders, and he flings himself backwards like, absolutely bungee jumps off your back. Make me.
Can I not keep hold of his legs?
Yeah, it'll be a dex to catch him in time.
Can I assist because I'm behind him?
You're behind,
yeah. Help.
Yeah, I was going to say the same as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah, his legs just kick up off your shoulders and he falls backwards onto Lucia.
Do I get anything from the assist or no?
Well, Lucia's going to roll to catch him.
12.
Nice. He is falling head first, but you catch him by his shoulders and he's upside down, wriggling around. He's quite heavy as you lower him slower to the ground. As he looks up at you, he says, please, miss, please don't make him take me in there. And he's going to hide behind your robes.
Aww.
And like holding your legs like, Rosie's like, stop it, Thorn. What if Walter's in danger now? And he looks sad at that, but still too terrified.
I'm going to drop down to his level and be like, the thing is, kid, what you don't know is we're expert monster hunters. And, you know, we've checked so many basements. If there's anything down there, we can scare it off straight away. Monsters are the ones that are scared of us.
Give me a persuasion check. Oh, that's nice. He immediately relaxes at this and he gives you a bit of a smile of hope. And you've calmed him down well enough that Rose's like, right, come on now, Thorn, come on. And he just like goes, no, like slaps his hand away and grabs hold of you. And Rosie says, fine then, Fine, you monster hunters can do your monster huntering job however you want. But whilst you're in there, can you please just at least check on my baby brother? I am not leaving Thorn out here on his own.
I think Thorn needs to come inside with us and see.
Thorn immediately goes, nah!
Honestly, guys, if we coddle the kid and, do everything for him, he's not going to grow up with any sort of life lessons.
I think we should check on this baby first, and then we can get to life lessons after. There's just an unattended baby in there. We need to get to it.
I suppose so. He's just going to look disappointed at Thorn.
Golden. Okay, we'll be right back with your baby brother then. I guess.
You get up to yonder gate, and you see this gate here in front of you sports a big D engraved on like a shield. 2 of them, one on each of the gates that swing open, very rusty. They're already partially open, you've got to sort of push it and drag it, sort of thing. And it screeches around the place. And you see this 3-story house, very thin townhouse looking thing, much more opulent than you'd expect for a place like this. Overgrown gardens, but still previously well-tended gardens nonetheless. There's rose bushes and all that statuary knocking around the place, but covered in webs and dust and dirt. You see a swinging lantern, which is 2 swinging lanterns that flank a portico. The porchway to the house has this iron gate in front of it. Before the front door, you can see 2 windows.
This is quite a large house for 3 kids with no parents. Are the orphans usually quite this affluent, Ravi?
Looks like they're good at gardening as well.
I look back down before we go through the gates at the kids.
You can see Thorn's looking scared, and she's standing there with her arms crossed and trying to not really look up at you, but then she does, you know what I mean, just to be like, oh, well, can I trust that they're going to get it sorted sort of vibe. But he's kind of gone from being scared to now being quite excited that these monster hunters have come to the house.
I mean, just because the parents aren't around now, they might have just gone on a trip irresponsibly or something. They might not be dead.
Does the door look opened? You know, you said it had an iron gate in front of it.
Yeah.
Have they come from that door?
When you look through the gate, it just looks like a normal front door of a house that's shut. There is light coming out of it as well.
Well, I suppose we just go in and find the baby, right?
Did she say where the baby was?
I'm going to go back to the start of the stairs bit. Is the baby in the basement? Is that why you were scared of the basement?
No, Walter's upstairs.
Upstairs. There's 2 flights. What stairs is he up? All the way at the top?
She says, you go up the stairs once and then again.
Right, he's at the top. I'll go back and relay that to everyone. He's in the tallest room in the tallest tower. There's nobody to read fairy tales, okay. I'll keep those references to myself in future. But he's upstairs anyway. Should I go in?
Yeah, sure. You go ahead. You go first.
You sound nervous. Were you meaning to sound nervous?
No. We're monster hunters. We don't get nervous.
Does anybody actually believe there's a monster inside here? I'm going to put my hand on the door handle, if there is one.
Yeah, well, it's this gate first that you put a latch down and you swing it open. It's unlocked. Yeah.
I'll swang that latch open. I'm in a foyer. Is anybody else coming in with me?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ravi's gonna go over this way and peek in the window.
Okay. You look into this very grand, beautiful foyer with a lovely rug on the ground. Really, really nice and clean, wooden floors. You look around at the walls, brilliantly decorated. This is a house, a rich, rich house of nobles. You see a shield emblazoned with a coat of arms, a stylised golden windmill on a red field, and you see loads of portraits of stony-faced aristocrats. And you see mahogany double doors at the end of that hall.
Just to answer Friendly's question, because we left him hanging. I suppose I do believe in monsters, yeah.
Do you believe there's one here?
I don't see why not. Are there rules to where they can and can't be?
I suppose not. Have you fought any monsters before?
Probably not. I mean, they say the greatest monster of all is our inner sin, and I suppose I fight that by trying not to sin.
I don't think that's quite the same, though.
Yeah. Maybe not.
Ravi, you take a cheeky peek through these windows, and you see into this fucking hunting lodge-ass living room. There's skins on the ground of wolves everywhere, and as you get to this window here and you turn, really, really close to you, like all of a sudden, there's like a big snarling wolf that's like stopped in time, and you just see its big teeth and eyes and go, oh! But then you look and see it's standing so still. It's like a taxidermy.
I can't see if there's anything moving around.
No, you can clearly see these wolves especially aren't moving around.
Right, okay. For now.
Who knows?
Right, yeah, I catch up with the others.
Okay, and you open this door into a very grand main hall with a bloody spiral staircase running up at the end of it. Now, this main hall runs the width of this entire house. Black marble fireplace, a sweeping red marble staircase. Mounted on the wall above the fireplace, you see a longsword with a windmill sort of worked into the hilt. That's like displayed proudly above there for all to see. You see like the wood-panelled walls, ornately sculpted, images of vines, flowers, nymphs, satyrs, stuff like that. Really, really well decorated in here.
Well, she did say that he was up the stairs, so should we just go and get him?
Yeah.
Unless you want a team baby, team monster.
I think we should make sure the baby's safe first, then go kill the monster, if there is a monster.
Friendly will start going upstairs to see the baby.
Okay. You just keep going?
Well, she set up one flight of stairs and then up another,
That's
so...
right, yeah, that is right. The inside of this house has been lit by torches and things on the wall, and as you ascended these stairs, Friendly, you do have dark vision, so you can only barely make out this area. You, half-orc eyes, squint around this room, adjusting to your dark vision, and you see in the hallway this dusty, horrible rug, a couple of doors all around, the main feature being this suit of black plate armour standing against the wall draped in cobwebs. You walk up.
So far, no baby. Do we split up and try and find him? I'm kind of standing in front of the suit of armour, but I'm not interacting with it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to get my lantern out again. So
Thank
I can
God.
actually see what's going on.
Nice. Lady Arabella, you're standing on the stairs there. What are you doing?
Well, I could only just see when Ravi did the thing. I suppose I'll come up and stand next to Friendly.
Yeah, so Friendly, you sort of like, you come in, you turn around to say this to these guys who are making it up the stairs, and as you've like turned around to acknowledge Arabella getting up the stairs, this armour, the webs move off of it as its shoulders shift, and Lady Arabella, you catch it about to slash at Friendly. I'm going to give you advantage on your initiative as we roll that. It's going to make its one attack against you. It's lifting its arm to attack you, but Friendly, you feel it coming. As Arabella's eyes widen to be like, oh shit, something's going on, you jump in there.
So if I'm getting the drop on it, I'm just going to try and smack it twice.
Okay.
Well, that's a 17 to hit.
Oh my gosh.
I know, comically, it is a suit of armour that I'm trying to hit.
That's so funny. You're trying to punch a suit of armour. And my god, you feel your knuckles crack as that...
It's a quarterstaff.
Yeah, you feel your quarterstaff crack as it doesn't even make a dent.
I think we're going to forego the martial arts attack that I can do because I don't want to break my hand. What's he standing on?
Just standing on the floor. He's like flanked.
On the floor. Okay,
Yeah.
he's not like plinth up or anything.
No.
I'll just try and like move this way so his attacks are directed downwards towards me.
Okay. He's raised his arm. Lady Arabella's looked shocked. You've turned round and just clonked him with your stick, baseball bat style, and just nothing. Not even a dent as you shimmy your ass around, and his helmeted head follows you like on a creek, like, Lady Arabella.
Does he have a weapon? The suit of armour?
It's like he's these big, he slams people with his big gauntlets. The gloves themselves are like weapons.
So it's like Hulk smash type thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
gauntlet punch.
Okay. Can I try to stab my long sword into one of the gaps in his armour?
Ooh, okay.
Unless, maybe because he raised his arm up to try and hit Friendly. There'd be his armpit or something. Try and go for that.
You get on his opposite side.
Is that fair?
Yeah, now you've got advantage. 13. Oh no. As it turns slowly towards Friendly, like lifts its arm up again as if it's going to smack him again, and you see that gap, and your sword makes it all the way through that gap, and there's nothing beyond. It's just the hollow plate. You don't stab anything.
Ooh. Fun. I'll take the sword out while it's her turn. She can.
Okay.
Then yeah, that'll be it for her.
All right, Lucia.
Oh god. Christ. Is he focused on one person, or is he kind of just like, Wee?
He's focused on Friendly right now.
Okay. I'm gonna try and run behind Friendly and fling this door open.
All right. You fling that door open, and for what you can see, it looks to be that you cast eyes on what looks like a bedside table. I think that's as far as what you can see there.
Okay, let's give this a go. With Friendly right behind us, she'll say, keep walking this way. We can trap him in here. And she's gonna go in.
Okay.
I love a gamble.
You step forward, you've got a door immediately to your right, and as soon as you stand near that door, you hear a voice echo around this room, and it goes, No, don't touch him.
That's what I'm saying. Hello? What?
You just hear, No, don't touch him.
Okay. There's a voice that says don't touch him. She calls back out to Friendly, I guess.
Yeah, Friendly, through the clanking of the armour, it's loud enough to hear it like come echoing, reverbing through that hall. Everyone can hear this voice.
In fact, I'll just go a little bit further into the room, and then that's me. I'll hold an action for now.
When you move away from the door, you hear, Good, he's just not feeling well right now. And then, Ravi, it's you.
Not feeling well? Then why is he attacking us?
There's no response.
I think I'm going to cast Minor Illusion to kind of create something flapping around its face as a distraction, like bats or something.
Okay.
Like a group of bats that are just flying around its face.
Nice. Okay, can everyone make me a wisdom saving throw, please? Everyone fails to this. Everyone believes now that, like, a bunch of bats have, like, flown out of the animated armor's helmet. You know what I mean? Just, like, they've just emerged out of it. Like, even it is, like, wafting its hands in front of these bats. He's successfully distracted.
And then I just go, go, and run. And follow her into that room.
Okay. As you run past this armor, it's swinging its big hands around. It'll be doing it at a disadvantage, I suppose. Does a 15 hit you?
Blah, 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 blah. No.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it's swinging its hands around, but your bats have distracted him enough. Doesn't hit you as you make it into this room. With
Duck under its arm. I'm running past.
Nice. You make it into this room. You skid into this room with Lucia. You come in carrying that lantern. Your lantern lights up the room, making it easier even for Lucia to see just the sheer age of the place. Everything's rotten, falling apart.
Yeah, well, I'll have done it like go, like expecting them all to run.
Okay.
With me while it's distracted. Yeah, I'd have moved away from the door.
Okay, cool. Eylirae. This armor's batting at all the bats in front of its face. These bats that you think are real.
Right, I think that she just attempts to hit it with the starry wisp.
Okay. It shoots in, gets merged up with the bats and everything, clangs off. Not a hit.
Okay. At that point, she'd just be like, oh no, just run! And follow Ravi.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I'm in the doorway. I don't really want to block people there, yeah.
Alright, out there on that dark hallway, he's like flapping his hands around, he's distracted, but he's still going to try and like chase after people and punch people. He makes 2 melee attacks on his turn. First is a 16, this is going towards you, Friendly.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, sorry, his disadvantage, it's a 15.
That still hits.
And his second one, 6.
That doesn't hit.
Okay. You take 8 bludgeoning damage as it's battering around, trying to chase after everyone who's fleeing. As it moves out of this space, Arabella, you can do an op attack against it. Oh my god, you actually hit it. You actually hit it. It's setting off to chase people and you're just like, slash out. You actually hit it. Ooh. All that slashing damage. All that 6 slashing damage. But it still looks quite strong. Friendly, it's you.
I feel as though I should disengage and run, but why would I do that when I could do this instead? That's a 15.
You've got advantage.
That is a 15 or a 9?
Nah, no.
Do I have advantage on bonus action attack as well then?
Yes, because you're flanking. Whoa!
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Ah, nice. You crack him hard. Oh my god, he actually stumbles for the first time.
I kind of want his helmet to spin round when I punch
Oh
him.
yeah. He just whee! He has to grab it with his own hands and settle it. And it's on backwards, so he has to swivel it forwards again. Yeah, and at that, when you do that sailing through the air crack, you realise that those bats aren't real at that point because it's sailed through them, and you can see it's an illusion.
I don't want to trigger a op attack from it, so I feel like I have to stay here.
Arabella.
Yes. Just gonna smack the bad boy again, I think.
Smack that bad boy. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, my longsword built different.
That's 2 crits on this guy. After he cracks it and its head swiveling around us, as it lifts its arms to grab that, you just fucking slash it right through the middle. And it's like it almost falls apart like pots and pans for a split second. And it's gathering itself back up. You guys in the other room, in the bedroom, hear this almighty crash. That's a hefty, hefty hit, that is.
I'm gonna move towards the door a bit.
Right now, Friendly is kind of blocking that area. Unless you leave it space, you can get round back of him.
I'll go back up. I'll
yeah,
stay
you go
there.
Yeah.
I think.
Lucia.
I'm just gonna, I guess, commit to the bit that I've started. I'll just keep moving through doors, because fuck it, why not?
All right.
What else is there to my life?
Hey. You open this door. It looks out onto this balcony. There's like a nice metal table with 2 chairs there. Yeah, it's like a little balcony that looks out over to the yard.
Right.
Oh, and there's a window next to you.
Oof.
The window that's directly above you looks into what seems to be a baby's room with a crib. Bundle inside the crib, a rocking horse, little toys everywhere, all very old looking.
So, maybe baby. Right. And how high up is this window?
It's just like a normal, if you're standing there at the balcony, it's not even higher than your knees. It's like a low down square
Oh, right. Okay.
window.
Oh, God. I'm really not the one to be kicking this in. First of all, I'll just call back what I see to the other 2 in the room. Just balcony, window, baby's room.
Can you make a wisdom save throw, please?
I can. 17.
Nice. As you call back through this door to Eylirae, Ravi, what you see, before you're even about to speak, because you've looked through this window, you feel your body being tugged as if to be dragged back into the room, and you hear, "Leave him alone!" But you resist,
Right, okay.
you resist being tugged.
So there might be a baby in there after all. Okay. I'll stand aside and I'll tell everyone what's happening, and then I'll hold my action.
Okay. Ravi.
I think Ravi's going to be more concerned about the banging and everything and wondering why they haven't followed us in. So he's going to run back out again. I can squeeze past.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to squeeze past Friendly and then just swing with my rapier, I think.
All right. Pull out your rapier. You give it a bit of a swish swish. You have advantage here.
Okay.
Yeah, no. When it got clattered all apart and it's coming back together, when you're swishing at it, it's just getting in between all of those gaps and stuff. Absolutely not, no.
Yeah, I think he's going to use Bardic Inspiration on Friendly, but he'll do it like in an insulting way that will spur him on.
Okay.
So he'll be like, "Come on, I thought you were the big strong man. Why have you not taken it down yet?"
Hi, okay. And you give him a d6. Okay. Eylirae.
She is going to step back forward this way, and she's just going to say, "Come on, we need to get away from that thing," but like aim her crossbow at it and attempt to hit it with that.
Okay. You're just shooting into the darkness.
Yep.
Goodness. Oof. Alright. He's angry now. When that head was swiveled round as well, he noticed you behind him. Lady Arabella is going to try and smack you. 19 to hit.
Ah, that hits.
Yeah, the second hit's not going to. And it's only going to be 3 bludgeon. It's a minor bruise that he gives to you.
Oh, and Dabby Dozy.
Yeah, as he turns around and just like thunks you. Friendly.
I think Friendly has to try and hit it. Now it's trying to attack other people. Plus, any other thing I do is going to result in me getting up attacked, and I just can't have that, so I'm just going to try. And 19.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oi!
I'm just going to have it come down on the helmet so that the helmet goes into the shoulders. Just basically, it's got this little stump top of the helmet sticking out from its neck and can just fall back with no head. And decapitate it into itself.
Oh my god. Yeah, it just completely like falls apart. Once that life force is drained out of it, just rolls in pieces. Like a piece would just roll at your feet and topple like little pans and pots.
Has anyone found a baby yet? Because I feel like shit.
Well, apparently there's a baby's room over this way.
Alright, we need to go get it, because I'm not going to be able to... I need a bit of a break.
Eylirae, are you moving back into this room?
Uh-huh.
Okay. As you move back in, Lucia's outside on the balcony. Eylirae, you're the one who walks into this room first. And it strikes you in that corner of the room over there. You see a shape of a slim woman, like sort of packed into the corner as far back as she can go, like arms in front of her, holding her hands in front of her together as though to like sort of smooth the pleating of her dress, but in a protective stance, black hair over her eyes, and just still in the darkness, just watches you fearfully. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.